what, and I don't know if you'll do it once or do it at a time, or even at once. Up to you. You know them. You can decide. But here's my thoughts, and let me know what you think. It's like if you were to be like, hey, like, obviously, the Queens kind of are gonna lose like a number, but like we know that Kyland and Frenchie are like this because they've made it public.
Yeah. So,
since they're probably a package deal, what do you guys think about like meeting up with them and working with them to, and then maybe, you know, we add on like a, I don't know, it could just be even that sex, or you can add on, but like, basically, that way, because I think that they'll, actually, no, one more person, that's one more person, it's not in the group, it could be me and Tiffany, maybe. You said that Tiffany's in your guys' trio group, right? Okay, so me and Tiffany just like, hey, like, I'm not really close to Claire, but like, I am close to Kylan. I know Kylan, like, is obviously tight with Frenchie, and I know that both of them are tight with, like, Tiffany. So, like, just in case, like, because also the benefit of that is that now there's, so, like, as far as, like, the people who are in the other group, you have Frenchie, like, okay, well, yeah, I want to cover my bases, because what if, even though he has another group with you, like, your group may want to cover bases, like, okay, what if, you know, what if one of these people win? Like, how do we make sure that, like, these people, like, are still, because we don't know who's going to win, basically. So, like, there's so many different things. And then, the same way you feel like, okay, Colin's tight with Derek, or Derek X, it's like, what if he wins? It's also like me, like, what if, because then you're like, hey, we have Frenchie and Kyland. We know that Kyland is tight with, Derek X. So, like, if Derek X wins, he can keep us off his radar. Like, if, and then from their perspective, like, oh, if Sarah Beth or Tiffany win, we can be kept off the radar. Like, basically just covers, adds on, like, little outlets without making entirely separate teams. That way we're not, like, trying to...
I just don't think it's gonna work. I feel like knowing how, like, X and Christian are, they probably feel solid in what they have, especially X. X isn't the type of person to just willy-nilly go into a